especially University of Skövde, they do provide a scholarship for master's student. They do have 50% tuition fees waiver. So that means you are not getting any financial support, but you are getting support for your academic, cost. So you will get the tuition fees waiver. So if you get 50%, that means you won't pay 100% tuition fees. You will pay just 50% tuition fees. That's it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely correct. And it's also important that you send in the application before the 1st of February to be able to have a chance. And then we want you to record a small video. I'm just going to double check everything. But then we want you to record a small video as well as writing this small motivation letter as well.
Yes.
So that's the thing. And it's also important here, and I just wanted to, if I'm going to give you some good tips, highlight why you're interested in studying the program. Like what this will lead for you as a person, how it will give you advantage in your future career, that kind of things. What makes you interested, passionate about the master program. And then you record a video. And that is only, I think it's only like a two minute video.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not for very long. And also with same thing almost you have to write a motivation letter as well with same thing.
Yeah, a short one.
So today, this is Avijit here. Today we'll have our webinar about study in Sweden and particularly about University of Skövde. We do have a special guest from University of Skövde, is Miss Karin. So I will ask Karin, how are you today?
I'm fine, thanks. It's quite lovely. We still have snow. Hopefully the snow will be here until Christmas, but we don't know because it's getting a bit warmer. So it looks as beautiful as my background for the moment. So, but it's more lighter because the picture is from the evening or the night. But it's quite lovely. It's typical Swedish winter wonderland. So that's absolutely nice.
That's really, the picture is really awesome actually. It looks fantastic. It looks really fantastic. So, sorry, I just have a little bit cough, so that's why sometimes it's difficult. However, Karin, could you please introduce yourself?
Yes,
so that our students might know about you as well. Please, thank you.
Well, my name is Karin Jonegård, and I work here at the international office as international coordinator. I work here with my colleague Andrea. She's not with us today, but hopefully, I really hope to see you here next autumn. Then you're going to meet me and Andrea, a couple of more people, our student ambassadors, our buddies, so there will be like a whole committee to just welcome you and make sure that you will enjoy your time here.
That's good. That's good. Could you please let us know about the university a little bit more so that our students may know about the university?
Yeah. Well, the university, do you want me to show the
presentations? Yes.
Then
I think here it is, right?
It is here. Perfect. Well, I love to talk about the University of Skövde. I've been working here for 3.5 years now, and this is actually one of our main entrances. When you enter that, you see it's called the G building, and you will get to the reception. But it's also where a couple of our schools are located. We have 5 schools: the School of Bioscience, the School of Engineering, the School of Informatics, the School of Health Sciences, as well as the School of Business. And I'll get back to that, but the amazing thing is that nowadays we actually have both master and bachelor programs within all of our schools. So we're a bit of a smaller university, but very specialized. And you will see here that I'm going to see that the next picture where we're located. We're located in the south of Sweden. 2 hours away by fast train from Stockholm, the capital of Sweden, as well as 1 hour away from the second largest city in Sweden, Göteborg or Gothenburg. That is just 1 hour away by fast train. And we're kind of you see this word lagom here. I'm going to get back to the word lagom because when you come to Sweden, there are 2 words we will learn here. One is fika. And fika is something we do all the time. We just love it. It means like taking a coffee or a tea or together with a bun or something like that. But it's something we're famous for, so you will really enjoy that. And another word is lagom, which means not too little, or not too much, or not too little, just the perfect amount in the middle. And you can say that Skövde is like a really good example of this word, because we're just lagom, a medium-sized city in the south of Sweden, just between the two largest cities, and between the two largest lakes, Lake Vänern and Lake Vättern. And they have beautiful shores. So, it's just half an hour and then you will get to Lake Vänern. And then it's like a freshwater lake that is huge, of course, but it's very beautiful. And it has really nice water to take a swim and take a bath in. So, and we're also located within a couple of hours to, for example, the capital of Norway, which is Oslo. You can get there within 3-4 hours. And the capital of Denmark, that is Copenhagen. And that's just also within a few hours. So we're really good placed, seated. And the University of Skövde was established in 1977 by an act of the Swedish government. We're a public institution as well as a government agency. And what you can see here is our beautiful campus, because our beautiful campus is partly made up of old military buildings that, of course, have been updated with new decor and are up to date concerning IT and things like that. But you can see here all the beautiful seasons, because in Sweden the seasons are very distinctive. So you can see here we have the winter, and then we have the beautiful autumn when all the leaves turn red, orange, and yellow, and then we have the spring, where all of the trees, we have a lot of Japanese cherry trees, and they blossom, so it's like pink trees all over the campus. And then, of course, the summer. And the best thing is that you can sit outdoor and work with your computer. You can just plug in. We have electricity outdoors, so you can sit and do group works and just study outdoors. So we have been working quite a lot with the outdoor environment, as well, of course, as the indoor environment. And the University of Skövde has about 11,000 students, 550 staff, with 2/3 being academic staff. We have about 60 study programs. We have them within bachelor, master, PhD. And as I mentioned in the beginning, we have 5 schools, which means that we work very innovative and cross-disciplinary. So there's a lot of research projects that are going on that are including at least 1, 2, or sometimes even 3 different schools. And we have 26 programs that are fully taught in English. We also have international agreements with over 130 universities. We have about 360 incoming international students, as well as 60 outgoing exchange students. And the woman you can see here is Muriel Besser-Hugosson. She's our Vice Chancellor since the 1st of January this year. She's quite lovely. So, and if you meet her, you can always have a chat with her. She's very friendly. And the University of Skövde is located here. You can see here, the blue line is where the university is located. The green line is where the Skövde Science Park is located. And the pink area is where we have joint facilities. The left part belongs to the university and the right part belongs to Skövde Science Park. And the science park is growing all the time. There's so many small companies, like even larger companies have a research office or some kind of administrative office there, because this is like, you could say that Skövde is the commercial center of this region called Skaraborg. So it means that there's a lot of in the region, like the main offices for different companies are going to be here in Skövde. And of course, a lot of them choose to be here at the science park that is growing all the time. And it was established in 1999, and it has continued working quite a lot with the surrounding municipality, as well as with the surrounding business community, as well as the university, of course. And we have a lot of industrial partners across different industries. We have here in Skövde, we have both the Volvo trucks and cars, which is a bit unusual if you're not one of the major largest cities. We're a medium-sized city, I should add, in Sweden. So we have about 60,000 inhabitants. But we have our partners is Volvo, Scania, Sandviken, IKEA, Microsoft, AstraZeneca, Arla, just to mention some. We also preferred research partner of Volvo in the areas of virtual manufacturing, process point analysis, and maintenance. So there's a lot of collaboration going on between the university and, for example, Volvo. As I mentioned, the Skövde Science Park was established in 1999. I've put QR codes here, so if you want to read more about the different things, because I'm just going to give you the short version, but if you want to know more about it, just scan the QR code and you will find out more. We have something called the Business Incubator, and that is a couple of people that are employed by the Skövde Science Park that will help students who have finished their studies to set up their own small companies, mainly within the field of IT and gaming. And this collaboration has been very fruitful between the science park as well as the university, and has led to a lot of companies coming here and want to be a part of the science park, of course, since they have access to research and a lot of more good facilities, of course, as well. Then we have something called Sweden Game Arena. And Sweden Game Arena brings game, education, research, business, and community together. The thing is, Skövde is really famous for its gaming community. We have been educating a lot of students within gaming. They have started up their own companies here in the science park, and then they continue working and living here in the area as well. And one of the things that the Sweden Game Arena does is that every year they organize Sweden's leading conference within games every year. So then there will be so many students, so many people from different areas connected to gaming coming here. And it's quite lovely. It's huge. We also have another good example of this collaboration between the surrounding business community and the university is Assar Industrial Innovation Arena. It's like a showroom where different partners within the manufacturing industry and other will come and meet each other. So there's a major collaboration with the different industrial partners. It's a really nice place to be. They have so many cool things. I really enjoy being there. And as mentioned, we have 5 schools: the School of Bioscience, the School of Engineering Science, the School of Health Sciences, the School of Business, and the School of Informatics. The programs we have, I'm going to mention them a bit shortly. It's on a bachelor level in Sweden. A bachelor program is 3 years, and 3 years is equal to 180 credits. We have bachelor programs within bioscience, within molecular biodesign, molecular bioinformatics, as well as biomedicine. This is new. So this is absolutely a new program, the one within informatics. From the autumn 2024, we will have a program within cybersecurity and network administration, a bachelor program. So absolutely brand new. And that is located on the School of Informatics. We also have a couple of master programs within bioscience, and 60 credits is a 1-year master program, and 120 credits is a 2-year master program. And we have them within bioinformatics, unfortunately only spring. We have within biomarkers in molecular medicine, infection biology, molecular technology, molecular ecology, which is also a new program, and system biology with specialization in bioinformatics. And you can see some of the programs are 2-year masters. Some of them you can choose if you want to study for 1 year or 2 years. We also have a master program within cognitive neuroscience, mind and brain. That's a 1-year program, and that is quite popular as well. We have also masters within informatics. One of them is within data science. You can choose if you want to study for 1 year or 2 year. We also have a 2-year master program within privacy information and cybersecurity. And then within game development, we have games, user experience, serious games, and game development, as well as digital narration, games, and cultural heritage that are either a 1-year or a 2-year program. Within engineering, we have computational methods in engineering, that is a 2-year program. Intelligent automation, that is a 2-year program. And we offer 2 types of programs within intelligent automation. One is that you will study here for the 2 years. The other one is a joint, that is a double degree with Leonardo da Vinci University in Paris, which means that you will study your first year in Paris and then you will study in Skövde your second year. So if you come here and apply for that program, you will get like the whole European experience. You will both live in Paris and in Skövde. So it's quite a good combination. You will see quite a lot of things and experience quite a lot of angles into your degree of engineering.
Karin, yes. I would like to stop you for last slide. Could you please go back?
Yes.
So, I mean, about the double degree,
yes.
First year, where will they study? In Paris?
In Paris at the Leonardo da Vinci, yes.
Okay, so first year means like 2 semesters they will be studying over there, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, then they will come. Okay, so that means for the international students, they will get the residence permit from France instead of getting it from Sweden. Am I right?
I think so. Yeah. So they will need to apply there, but we will, of course, this is very new. So this is we will start this from autumn 2024.
Okay.
So
we have to see how does it go.
Yeah, exactly. So, but
okay.
I think that they need to apply. Yeah, first in France and then in Sweden. Yes.
Okay, I think so as well.
Mm.
Okay, and they will get the degree from both universities.
Yes. Okay. So it's a great opportunity to have. Then you will have a French degree and a Swedish one.
Swedish.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Right then. Move ahead, please. Thank you.
Yes. No worries. And then we also have 2 new programs within business administration. One is business development and marketing, and within that program, you will also be able to choose some courses within gaming. So it's a bit of a collaboration between the School of Business and the School of Informatics. And you're also going to, you will be able to study for 1 year leadership or organization development. That's a 1 year master as well. And the tuition fees for if you're going to study 1 year master is 60 credits within bioscience, cognitive neuroscience, informatics, engineering, and game development. There will be 135,000 Swedish crowns. If you're going to study for a 2 year master, 120 credits, it's going to be 270,000 Swedish crowns. Then, if you want to study for 3 years, a bachelor, that will cost you 105,000 Swedish crowns. And you also have to have there's always this payment plan for non-European EEA citizen, which means that an installment of 67,500 Swedish crowns should be paid before every semester, which is around 5,800 euros. If you're planning, though, to study anything within business, then the total tuition fee is a bit cheaper. It is 95,000 Swedish crowns, and the payment plan is an installment of 47,500 Swedish crowns, which is around 4,000 euros. And we also offer scholarships for master's students. It's possible we have our own scholarship, the University of Skövde Master's Scholarship. That is a tuition fee waiver for 50% that you can apply for. And it's very important that you can apply for it on time. And then there's also the Swedish Institute Scholarship for Global Professionals. That is a fully covered scholarship. However, it's not open for all countries. So it's something you will need to talk with Avijit, depending on from which country you come from, if it's possible or not. Just to know how much it costs, like the living costs here in Sweden. And yeah, of course, you see here on the picture, this is something we will eat for fika. So then you will know that this is something really great to enjoy. So yeah, it's lovely. I think it's actually from Skövde here, so it's not some standard picture we have been taking. It's actually from one of the restaurants or cafes here, so that's really great.
Fika is always famous in Sweden.
Yeah, it is.
It's always famous in Sweden, you know. That is one of the strong motivation to come to workplace, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, yes, absolutely. And if you're lucky, like me, I have a lot of colleagues who like to bake, especially
Okay,
my
okay.
superiors. So they always bake something, and yeah. And one
They
of
eat it all
my
the time.
yeah, so they're really great. So it's so nice. So I really enjoyed it. We like fika here,
Yeah,
really.
fika and coffee. I mean, yeah, I mean, coffee comes with fika anyway. So
Yeah, exactly.
yes.
Yeah, and so the food here in Sweden cost about 2,500 Swedish crowns. Accommodation about 4,500 ish. It could be a bit less, it could be a bit more, depending. Local travel is about 550 Swedish crowns, but if you live in Skövde, everything is within walking distance. It's actually studying Sweden who have done this living costs calculation, so it's on average in Sweden. Phone internet is about 400 Swedish crowns, and then it's all the other things. It could be books, clothes, everything. It's about 1,500 Swedish crowns, so about 9,400 in Swedish, 9,450 Swedish crown, about what it costs to live here in Sweden. And student accommodations, we have 4 accommodation areas with furnished student rooms. However, families are not allowed, and not pets either. The rent is somewhere between 3,280 to 4,398 Swedish crowns per month, about 280 to 380 euros. And it's very important that you apply as soon as you receive your admission. We also have the largest landlord in Skövde that is run by the municipality of Skövde. It's called Skövdebostäder. There are no furnished rooms, but however, both families and pets are allowed. And if you want to have, a larger apartment. And it's also important that you apply as soon as you receive your admission here as well. And just some comments about how it is to study here in Sweden. A lot of students who come here will notice that the learning environment and teaching style is a bit different. The thing is that it's a lot of focus on independent thought, which means that we will train you in a critical way of thinking, in a very independent way of thinking. It's also flat, non-hierarchical organization, which means that you will talk to your teacher on a first name basis. You will talk to me on a first name basis. So the professors, they see their students more like junior college and colleagues, and value their opinion as well, and then we'll ask for them. So it's more like a teamwork together, and we also put the center in the center, so it's very student-centered education, which means that the teacher will always try to make themselves available for you. They will answer questions during class, after class as well. And then, of course, we have our study and career counselors who will help you out, giving you tons of tips how to structure your studies. And so, yeah, and we're also very international, a university in that sense. We have people from all over the world in our classrooms, from the US, from Vietnam, from India, from Bangladesh, from, all over the place, from Kenya. And so it is a perfect opportunity for you to create this your own international network. We also have full-time studies, and in Sweden that is about 40 hours that you're expected to study. Of course, some people need to study a bit more. There's also a lot of focus on group work and a lot of independent studies, but no worries about that. We will help you to organize your studies. So you might not have always that many classes. It could be 7 classes a week. It could be 20, 25, depending on what you're studying, which means that you have to study on your own or do a group work. But we will give you all the skills and tools you will need to be able to carry that out. And just some extra things like, student life. Everything is not about studying, of course. It's, education goes really better with friends. So we have special interest groups. We also have the student union that works for students, with students, and they have representatives in basically all committees. So what if you're experiencing something that is not working at the university, you can talk to the student union, and we'll talk to the superiors, and we'll try to change and adapt. And then we also have ESN, and the Erasmus Student Network. They do a lot of social trips. For example, they will go to on a boat to the Baltic countries or to the north of Sweden and see, the midnight sun, or they have a lot of amazing things that they do as well. There's also the student ambassadors that you always can meet if you want to just ask about how it is to study here in Sweden. And they have different backgrounds, both with English programs they're studying, but they all come from all over the world. And they speak a lot of different languages. They're very multilinguistic, all of them. And I think that was everything. So I'll stop sharing. So then we'll start with the questions. That was the short introduction to the University of Skövde.
Yes. Thank you so much, Karin, for the nice presentations. We all got to know about a lot about the university, actually. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We got a question here from Mr. Mahfouz Sakib. So he has asked his background is like a HSC and HSC he has done O levels and A levels. In short, what I can tell you, so now I'm taking preparation for IELTS and I will give IELTS exam in March or April. So I wanted to know if I complete the exam in March, can I catch the September intake in Sweden for my bachelor degree?
I think that could be a bit tricky. Because if you're doing your IELTS, the thing is, you need to upload you need to apply before the 15th of January. Then you have until the 1st of February to upload your extra documents. So unfortunately, I'm sorry, it could be a bit tricky.
Yes, because though, sorry.
No worries. It's the time in Sweden now. Everyone is a bit sick, so I hope I'll make it until Christmas. So yeah, I think they're talking about 3 types of what's called colds for the moment. So
the fact is that though after the deadline there will be late applications, but there is no guarantee, because it's like if you don't make the application on time, then you'll have very less chances to get the admissions. Maybe some of the programs will be open. Yes, some of the program will be open for the late application, but then it will be tricky for you to get the admissions. So my suggestion is for you, Sakib, if it is possible, still is middle of December, by next month, please sit for the IELTS. And before that, before 15th of January, just make the applications. And if you don't know what to do and how to do the things, please contact with us. Our team will assist you for that. Okay?
And I just want to highlight that a late application can also mean that you will not be able to get your residence permit on time. Because unfortunately, that could take quite a long time depending on where you're applying from.
Yes, it's true. It's true. So there is always risk. So if it is okay, it seems like you are a good student, so please sit for the IELTS within January, and before that contact with us so that we will go with your application, and then you will get 15 more days. After 15th of January, you will get 15 more days for uploading the documents, and by that time, if you finish with your IELTS, then we can complete the applications and everything. Okay? Then you will have a really good chances. See, this is what happens. I know it is not only him, but there are many other students. Those always ask us okay, can I do it later? Can I do it later? See, application goes on its own way. And 15th January is a very standard time to make the applications. And Sweden application has already started in October. Since October it has been started. So the thing is that it opens for almost 3 months, from October middle to January middle. And then you have 2 more weeks for the documentations and paying your application fees. So this is what we'll suggest you please make the application as soon as possible. And if you do it earlier, then even if you make some mistake here and there, then you will be notified from the university admission. Then still you can correct it. But if you do it at the last moment, and then if something goes wrong, then you can't do anything. Then you can't do anything. So this is the things, dear students, you have to be very careful about it.
And I just want to highlight, because when you're applying for through university admission, then you will also have to prioritize the different programs.
Yes.
And you can change that, but after the 15th, if you do that, it will be considered being a late application.
Yes.
So after the 15th, don't touch anything, just upload things that you need to upload. So that's the thing.
Exactly. And then also regarding, of course, we said about like University of Skövde, they do have a scholarship. So there are scholarship opportunities for, especially for master's student, but not for bachelor. So as Mr. Mahfouz, you are going to study bachelor level. I'm sorry to say that not only even in University of Skövde, even not only in Sweden, all over Europe, usually like for bachelor candidates, there are very less opportunities for the scholarship. It's not really common to provide a scholarship for bachelor levels, especially it happens for master's level. And same in Sweden as well. And especially University of Skövde, they do provide a scholarship for master's student. They do have 50% tuition fees over. So that means you are not getting any financial support, but you are getting support for your academic, cost. So you will get the tuition fees over. So if you get 50%, that means you won't pay 100% tuition fees. You will pay just 50% tuition fees. That's it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely correct. And it's also important that you send in the application before the 1st of February to be able to have a chance. And then we want you to record a small video. I'm just going to double check everything. But then we want you to record a small video, as well as writing this small motivation letter as well.
Yes.
So that's the thing. And it's also important here, and I just wanted to, if I'm going to give you some good tips, highlight why you're interested in studying the program, like what this will lead for you as a person, how it will give you advantage in your future career, that kind of things. What makes you interested, passionate about the master program, and then you record a video. And that is only, I think it's only like a 2-minute video.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Yeah.
It's not for very long. And also, with same thing, almost you have to write a motivation letter as well, with same thing.
Yeah, a short one. And
so you have to sell yourself. Like why university should provide you the scholarship. What's your motive? But actually, to be honest with you, like you see, I origin from Bangladesh. I studied in Sweden. I studied my master's in Sweden, and also I studied my bachelor in UK. So the fact is that as international students, you have to sell yourself. You have to tell the universities, why you are a strong candidate, and what is your real motive to study this program, and how you gonna utilize your education after finishing this degree successfully. So these are the things universities like to know from your end. So that university can really understand, okay, this candidate is really serious about the study. They like to hear from you, not like I do not have financial support, that's why you just give me the scholarship. I'm sorry, dear students, if anyone like that, that's not gonna work out. University will never ever give you the scholarship because you need financial support. I'm sorry, sounds bad, but unfortunately that is not possibility. You have to motivate university. Why should they give you? How serious you are for the programs you are going to study. So these are the things you have to have your strong motive.
Exactly. We want to have passionate students who are highly motivated. So if you can just prove that in your video or in the things you write to us, the short motivation letter, that's something that will.
Exactly. And also, as Karin said, they do have a BDM Science Park. Beside the university. So I know, like a University of Skövde, they're working very closely with the BDM Science Park. So there are lots of companies are located there. So I know, like whenever there are good students, they can have even internship from those companies as well. So if you are really motivated after going to the university, you can make a connections with those companies, and it will help you in future to get the internship, and even in future get the job as well.
Yeah, I mean, I have a problem sometimes that I've had like really great student ambassadors, and then they don't finish to the masters because they ended up getting a job. I mean, there's no guarantee because it depends on which field you have been studying. But I know that it happens, and a lot of our students end up getting contacts when they're writing their thesis, for example. A lot of programs, you will have the opportunity to write at the company, and that will give you an opportunity to prove yourself, to get references for the future. Sometimes you get a job, sometimes you get a Swedish reference, a person who could like say that this is a great person, they have been on time, they're ambitious, things that you will need if you're planning to get a job here in Sweden or somewhere else in the Nordic countries. So references are important. So
yes. So there are opportunities. The thing is, rest will depend on you. How are you going to utilize it?
Yes, exactly.
So dear students, as we are saying it, so please make the applications as soon as possible, as 15th January is the deadline. So please hurry up. You have just 1 more month to go.
Exactly.
So I think we are almost end of the session. Please, if you have any more questions, please feel free to ask us. Do you have anything to talk about, like a SI scholarship, Karin, please? Very shortly.
Yeah, yes. The SSA scholarship is a very good scholarship. It's a fully covered scholarship. It means that it will cover all of your your tuition fees, not the application fee, the tuition fees, as well as you will be given a certain allowance, a monthly allowance that is kind of generous for you to live here and, pay for the rent, pay for the food, pay for that, the most things. But it's only for master students, and you need to have a bit of working experience as well. And unfortunately, it's not for all countries. I think they have 41, 42 countries, and they changed because it will open up, and I think it's February, March is something there, and then you will know which countries that will be allowed to apply from.
It covers a good number of Asian and African countries. It covers good number of Asian and African countries, to be honest with you.
Yeah. And I just wanted to highlight as well as you can apply for both of the scholarships, because sometimes you get questions, do I have to choose? And no, we don't have to. Apply for the scholarship for the master in the University of Skövde's master scholarships, as well as the Swedish Institute, because we're checking with them. So then, we will wait until we get an answer. We will solve it. So you don't have to be worried about that. Go ahead. If you need that financial support, apply for everything you can do. So
exactly. See, SI is not only financial support, but also is a huge network. It shows, your talent. It's a respect of your talents. So you have something and you will earn it by getting the SI scholarship. It shows like you have leadership skills. You are really talented. It's a prestigious things, and also you will make a global network by getting the SI scholarships, because you are will get the opportunity to meet with all other SI holders who will be coming from different countries. So you can really make a really strong network.
And just a funny thing is that when you have finished your studies here, the Swedish Institute, they will invite you for a dinner, which is going to be at the City Hall of Stockholm. It's also where the Nobel Prize dinner is. So it's amazing. The thing when you go there is you notice how small it is because you look at the telly and you see the Queen and the King, and they're sitting there and eating with all the ambassadors and all the ministers, and then you'd be like, it must be huge. And then I was there with our Swedish Institute scholarships a couple of years ago, and I was like, it's so small, how am I going to fit? But it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So there's also, and as Avijit mentioned, you will get a lot of network and a lot of opportunities through that network. So it's not just only a scholarship. It's like it's way much more.
It will help you. It will help you to get lots of connections, and those connections will help you to move further, move further with your career.
Absolutely.
All right then. We are almost end of the session today. I know, Karin, you are so busy. Still, you have given us some time. Thank you so much for your time here today. And before we end up, I would like to ask you to have your final comments for the students, please.
Oh, please come to us. You will enjoy it. We'll make sure that this is going to be the best time ever. We have students. There's so many students who comes here who really enjoys, this beautiful place behind me, Billingen, the nature, the schools, the close connection to the teachers. That will also give you a lot of opportunities, because in a small school, you will not be anonymous. You will be someone. You will have some kind of connection, chit-chatting with the teachers. So it's a great opportunity. You will also get a really good education. So, most of you are going to pay if you're not getting a scholarship, and it's really good to put your value into good education. It will give you a job, absolutely, in the future, because it's a good place to study and great connections with the surrounding business community.
For the education, I will say it's not actually spending the money; it's investing the money.
That's true. Investing money. The best investment you can do.
Yes,
yeah, absolutely. Yes. I totally agree.
Education is one of the strongest weapon in this 21st century.
Absolutely.
You can't do anything without education. And as soon as you have the proper education, and then you know what to do and how to do the things.
Exactly. And I totally agree. And you will get teachers who are very committed in your education, and of course making sure that you will get through it. And we have a lot of extra support. We have a great library. Our students love that, with group rooms and tons of books that you can either borrow digital or physically. So and of course the beautiful outdoors environment. That's just amazing.
And also one more thing, for international educations, see, they're not only getting the education itself, they're getting the connections to meet with fellow classmates from all over the world.
So that's also, you will get a lot of good intercultural competences.
Yes.
Because
exactly.
You will be trained to work with not just only people from Sweden, but people from all over the world, which will give you a lot of advantages in the future.
Exactly. You can gain lots of knowledge. You can share the experiences with your fellow classmates. See, sometimes, for an example, if someone is from business background, they can ask their fellow classmen, okay, please tell me, how does this business goes in your country? So see, they're getting the idea just in a second. They don't need to go to Brazil or USA to get ideas. They can just get it in a second.
Exactly. That's absolutely true. There's so much knowledge you get from your classmates that you're international.
I was international students, even not only in the classroom, but also when you are living in the dorm, when you are not studying, even you are sleeping or you are hanging out with each other, still you are making the networks, and still you are sharing the knowledge. Okay, how does it work in your country? How does it happen? This happen, that happen, So you are getting lots of informations.
Exactly. What type of food you eat, what time you eat. It's like
Exactly. So lots of things. So you're learning by fun.
Mm,
Even you are learning something, even you don't realize it, you are learning.
mm,
We know, like
that's true.
sometimes learning or education is a little bit boring. Sometimes people feel, but I mean, the way it is learning, you are learning something, but even you are not realizing. Okay, you are learning.
Mm,
So you are learning just by nature.
mm.
So
There's
those are,
and a lot of like one of our students who came here from Vietnam, he started dancing, and now he's like a professional dancer on his spare time, and he's going to represent Sweden. So there's so many interesting things that are going to happen when you get here. A lot of opportunities as well.
exactly. So it's a really so, dear students, whoever you are listening us here today, so feel free to make your applications on time, and we'll be looking forward to see you all here in University of Skövde. Okay,
Absolutely. Looking forward to that. Hope to see you in August. So then
sure.
just let me know and that you met me on this video the first time. So then you just come up and say, hi, I saw you on the
Sure.
StreamYard.
Exactly. So, dear Karin, thank you so much for joining us here today. Thank you so
Thank
much,
you.
and please send me this PowerPoint presentation later on. So it will be
Mm,
nice for me.
mm,
And
absolutely.
thank you so much. And I would like to say, all of the students, thank you so much. We'll catch you up in next session. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Bye bye.
Thank you. Thank
Thank you.
you.